Hello, guys, and welcome to the last part of the road to the IPL mega auction. We have already discussed
Last part of the first half.
first half, correct?
Mhm.
First half. So we
Yeah,
have already discussed four teams previously on four parts, starting with Lucknow Super Giants, then Royal Challengers Bangalore, then Chennai Super Kings. Oh, no,
Then
Chennai Super Kings
Royal
was
Challengers
fourth
Bank,
and
KKR,
RCB.
CSK, and now we will discuss the most consistent team of the last three IPLs, the only team to have made the playoffs in all of the last three seasons. No other team has done it. Delhi Capitals,
Delhi Capitals. Wow, wow,
most
wow.
consistent team of the and
The,
have never missed out on the playoffs as Delhi Capitals. Like Delhi Capitals ने हर साल playoffs आए हैं जो
अच्छा
उसके पहले था वो हम
100%.
गिनते नहीं
yep. So let's quickly see who they have retained. So they have retained Endrick Nokia, they have retained Prithvi Shaw, they have retained their captain, the star boy Rishabh Pant, and also Akshar Patel, which I'm pretty happy. But looking at that four out of that four,
मुंबई
the
के man of the match था I think अक्षर पटेल last match में very happy
Akshar Patel is one of my favorite players since long, despite him playing for DC. I really like him, but there was a lot of question around who they want to retain, whether it will be Rabada and Nokia both, or will they leave one, and rightly so, because signing two pacer does not make sense, because they wanted to sign a spinner as well, and Akshar Patel is someone who has pretty good record, pretty economical in the seasons he has played. He can bat, and then if the if it's played if it's played in Kotla, or even if it's India, he'll be a pretty useful asset. So
कोटला का तो पिच का कोई भरोसा नहीं है like कभी it will be a belter कभी it will be 200 pitch कभी it will be spinners paradise कभी it will be pacers paradise like mystery box है हर दिन अलग कुछ भी निकल सकता है उधर से कोटला like Delhi I think Delhi have the worst home record for any franchise in the IPL.
yep. So but I was pretty happy with what they have retained. They let go of some big names, but that's the problem when you have good players all around the squad.
Delhi, I
And
think, could have retained almost their entire 11. I think they could have retained eight,
yeah,
nine players.
because lots of ifs and buts, but on paper you had the comparison between Nokia and Rabada, and I think Nokia is a much better
And
T20
I think
bowler.
Rabada probably thought कि उसको 6.5 crore से ज़्यादा मिल जाएंगे.
But
Realistically,
looking at the last two seasons, I believe that Nokia was a pretty much
Nokia last season was better. Rabada was
No,
better.
Nokia didn't play any match in India, by the way. Like जो इंडिया में face हुआ था तब
Nokia has
यही team
never
बन गया.
actually played a match in India, but I think Rabada had the more pedigree. But I think Rabada 6 crore के लिए नहीं भी मानता.
I think
there's no
वो
way.
पैसा का it came down to the
It
money.
would
I
have
think
probably been Akshar or Rabada, and
no.
Akshar was
If it's not for the money, who would have been retained? Nokia or
I
Rabada?
I would have retained Rabada. Like
yeah,
Nokia
I
का
would
कोई
like
भरोसा.
yeah yeah. Nokia is like raw pace है and he's been striking so far very consistent his line length.
But he has
But I
never
think
played a
Rabada
match in India, and Rabada is
exactly
like
correct.
pedigree 3 साल like he has
Exactly.
picked 75 wickets in last 3 years. 25 की average, like that is
Like I
incredible.
think Rabada was like you built him in the franchise. 4 साल से like he was there in the franchise when we
Rabada
came in
has
the
never
last.
played for another
Yeah.
franchise so far.
When we were in the bottom, he was in the franchise. But like it's sad to see him go, but it is like it is what it is.
And I think Rabada is also a GSW client. तो उन्होंने ही बोला होगा कि ज़्यादा पैसे देंगे तेरे को यार. But I was surprised कि like rather than Rabada versus Nokia, I was surprised Akshar Patel was retained over Rabada. Because as good of a utility creator Akshar Patel is, he's probably not like a genuine match winner with bat or ball. Like वो थोड़ा थोड़ा करके देगा. And surprisingly, Akshar Patel was the second like retained player. So भले he is getting less, but cap deduction was 12 crore, and I don't think he is worth that much. I would have been more comfortable paying even Shaw 12 crores, who is like a more of a match winner. But I would have retained Rabada or Akshar Patel, but like I think maybe Akshar Patel also being a JSW client, उसको भी ज़्यादा पैसे देने होंगे.
But I'm pretty excited with the players they have retained, because all are youngsters. Shaw, Pant, Akshar Patel is also
Exclusive and Indian core set at top पे Shaw, Pant होंगे top 3, top 4 में, which has been Delhi's strength, Indian players.
But were you surprised that they let go of Shreyas Iyer, or was it coming because if they had retained him, he would have wanted the captaincy back?
No, it was coming with the strike rate. Like I don't know.
I think it
Very
was. I think it was one of the best decisions Delhi Capitals has ever made.
yeah.
Delhi franchisee has not made a lot of great decisions in the IPL historically. I think retaining Pant was a great decision. Like last time when he was not this established of a star, and now letting go of Iyer because his strike rate issue hai. His captaincy is pretty average as well, and I think they had
I
already
wouldn't
made.
say average, but Pant
I
is
would say
also
below average personally, but
Wow.
like I think उन्होंने already decision बना लिया था जब last year जब Iyer came back for the second half and they did not make him the captain back. So I think that is probably when they had already made the decision कि we will go for Pant as the long-term captain instead of Iyer. भले it might have seemed unfair to Iyer कि he got injured वापस beach season में वापस आया and Pant also not the greatest captain thus far, but I think they had made the decision and I think they made it on the basis of कि Pant is the bigger brand, he's the better player, so we will go and he
Bigger
is
match winner as well.
plays for Delhi
and
in
he did.
domestic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think he's the captain. Like gonna make him the face of the franchise, and rightly so. I think he's been there with the
I think
franchise since like forever.
भी strike rate पे और बहुत franchises like
वही.
it's
I think Iyer
and
can take a
maybe
Madness
might be
लेगा.
captain at
Madness
one of
same
them.
strike. Madness will play the same strike rate and bowl 2 overs.
So
हाँ.
so
भाई
Delhi
उससे
has
वो strike rate वाले player 2 crore में मिल जाते हैं.
Delhi has a good opener in Shaw because he has been pretty consistent at that opening place ever since he joined Delhi Capitals. Um, he gives you a quick start and he's very explosive at the top. He just go all out attack from ball one, and he's a pretty good cricketer. Like there's no doubt about his talent. There might be few thoughts about his technicalities, but that is a different game. That
T20 में फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
T20 में फर्क नहीं पड़ता exactly
That is
वही.
one.
So they have Shaw up top, then they have Nokia, Akshar Patel, and then they have Rishabh Pant. So looking at those four parts of the playing 11, I think their core is pretty solid, and going
And
into
I
the
think सारे bases cover कर लिया. Opener cover कर लिया. Wicket keeper, captain, middle order,
so
mid
they
finisher,
can
pacer.
But now they have
सब
to
कुछ
spend on
एक
a reliable batsman. Like last season,
हाँ.
for the last 3 seasons, in fact, it was Dhawan. Dhawan who was anchoring and which allowed Pant and Shot. Like Pant and
I
like
think
Shaw was
like Shaw is
a
very
bit
hit and
under
miss.
the
Like
radar with
8
consistency.
season
Correct.
पहले he was not in the team.
Wait.
so
Maybe.
question is, will they try to sign back someone like Shikhar Dhawan back?
Yeah, for sure. Like why not?
And I think Ricky Ponting ने बोला भी था कि काफी they will try to sign the same players, but like with a limited, I think Dhawan may be possible because he will not go for a lot of money.
And I think Dhawan is a good buy with Shaw because they complement each other a lot and they played together a lot. So
और है कौन Indian experienced opener in the pool?
अभी किशन का नाम ले लेगा तू.
अरे किशन experience नहीं है ना यार.
Or another Delhi Capital legend. I hope to God we don't sign Ajinkya Rahane.
Oh भाई. माफ करो.
But looking at this opener, will do you think because you both are Delhi fans, will they go for, because they've generally not gone for a foreigner opener? They played Stoinis.
I think like
Delhi में.
हाँ, but उसके बाद they are stuck to Indian.
Roy था, Monroe था.
But
like,
they've never
within the team
played.
as well.
But they played more of Indian batsmen up top, is what like Rahane or
So maybe
whoever.
I think they will build around a similar way.
So do
I think
you think
Dhawan
that
का
they might
definitely
go
try
for
करेंगे.
a foreign opener this time around and change that strategy a little bit?
I think backups ही लेंगे foreigner. I think openers they will probably will
But
try
I
to
think
keep
they
it
have
Indian.
the core of the batting core is strong in Rishabh Pant and Shaw, so they can spend on a foreigner actually. अभी तो एक ही foreigner spot गया ना Nottingham में.
I think एक foreigner maybe Delhi will target is I named him for RCB as well, Mitchell Marsh. I think Ponting likes his Australian players as well, and I think maybe he can be like top 4 mid could be Shaw, then somebody like Dhawan or like a reliable.
But if they sign Marsh, their batting looks really strong already. Because
I wouldn't.
I think Marsh may be the Stoinis replacement in this iteration of the team.
Correct. I wouldn't. Marsh is good, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Smith again. But because I think
maybe
with
Smith
Rishabh Pant
backup price पे भी मिल जाएगा उसका like
but
price
Pant is only a half season captain right now, right? And I think Ponting last season he had a year on the field to guide him, or Smith भी था sometimes. So I think
Ponting का बड़ा पारा खुद चढ़ा था when Rishabh Pant made one of the greatest decisions in IPL history. Tom Curran or Rabada. So Ponting was really angry.
So I think they'll go for some big player. Like big player doesn't have to be very expensive.
Maybe Dhawan like can sort of do that.
Yeah, but Dhawan is. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Smith. अगर cheap में like last year we got Smith for 2 crore, right? तो अगर इस बार Smith cheap में मिल गया, तो
I think maybe as a backup ले सकते.
But I think they will go for a foreign opener this time around because there's not a lot of Indian openers that are available in the market who is reliable, because there's Dhawan probably, and there might be someone like Nitish Rana or maybe Rahul Tripathi. But again, those players are
or
not
maybe
reliable.
Padikkal maybe also good.
Yeah, Padikkal is a good choice, I believe. Padikkal is a good choice for Delhi.
Basically a younger Dhawan, but I think maybe price ज़्यादा चले जाए.
Very inexperienced हो जाएगा. Shaw, Padikkal, Pant.
पता है ना Padikkal stat पे like so.
अरे inexperienced नहीं, but he has played a lot of IPL matches.
Like IPL those, but I think Padikkal थोड़ा price ज़्यादा हो जाएगा.
But I think batting बहुत trendy, but I think one more place they need is a wrist spinner, and I wouldn't be surprised if it takes Chahal. Like I would like Chahal there. I think Pant also likes to keep behind someone experienced. I think he just enjoys that. And last year just Ashwin था experienced by. So इस बार अगर I wouldn't be surprised if they go like a bit high.
Ashwin था lineup में भले bowling Ripple Patel उससे ज़्यादा कर रहा था, but maybe somebody like
Patel नहीं. वो ललित यादव भी, I think ललित यादव is a good.
एंड में रिपल पटेल, बीच में ललित यादव.
But I would like to see Chahal in Delhi personally. And yeah,
Chahal
would be nice.
But with the budget they have 47.5 crore left to get.
But if you look at it, we have the core है ना, तो they can spend like backup ही तो चाहिए फिर.
That is also true, but Chahal and Akshar will form a good combination of.
I think एक और फिर maybe off spinner भी चाहिए होगा to like for the different angles.
Off spinner they can take backups, like they can build something.
And maybe I think एक दो Australian backup players लेंगे as Delhi always do. Maybe एक दो pacers. Maybe I think Jai Richardson, one of my favorite.
I would really like to see
Jai Richardson.
Nice to go along with Nokia. Absolute pace on both ends. I think एक Jai Richardson is somebody I would like to see. Like
Avesh Khan is needed यार. Avesh Khan went.
वो बहुत महंगा जाएगा but
yeah, Indian
आना चाहिए.
But I think Delhi will look to sign a lot of players back. I think probably they might.
But play नहीं पाएंगे क्योंकि mostly महंगे होंगे.
Dhawan might be cheap. They can get
Dhawan ले सकते हैं, but बाकी I think Rabada will be tough to get.
There's no need to get Rabada.
Probably.
Avesh Khan is also tough to get.
Avesh Khan I would love, but वो I think will be tough for them.
ईशान शर्मा standard ले लेंगे.
एक उमेश यादव ले लेंगे.
एक उमेश यादव ले लेंगे standard.
But I think they will, like someone said, Mitchell Marsh. I think they might go because they lost Toynes and they want to replace. They will like a replacement. So I think Mitchell Marsh fits that role perfectly, and that will make their entire squad very strong. That one signing. So my prediction is that Mitchell Marsh might be the one guy they will be looking to spend big on. So what do you think, Siddharth, whoever wants to go first?
Other Siddharth can go first.
Just to diversify, I like the Marsh prediction, but I think Chahal.
I think maybe like Marsh I think is one, and I think and like the other guy named Jai Richardson I think will be like Delhi has gone for like 2 overseas pacers for the last few years, and pehle Rabada Boult, Rabada Nokia, and it has worked. So I think we will stick to the same recipe ki top batsmen, mostly Indian core already set hai. And Delhi did bid up to I think 10-11 crore for Jai Richardson in the last auction as well.
Yeah.
So clearly Ponting sees
they were
something
there for Cummins
there
as well, right? 2 years back, if I'm not wrong.
Cummins. So I think, but I would prefer somebody like Jai Richardson over Cummins.
I would like Boult back as well. That Boult trade was very big.
But, I mean, Boult wasn't great for Delhi. He was much better for Mumbai.
let's see. But
or maybe Ishan Kishan are Sridhar's favorite players. So imagine Shaw, Kishan, Pant.
Shaw, Kishan, Marnus,
IPL दे
top
दो.
four, best top
अगर
four.
ये किशन हो गया तो IPL खत्म कर दो.
but that will be like, I don't want that, but imagine Kishan, Shaw opening, Mitchell Marsh
भाई
one down,
वहीं
and
पे हर मैच
Rishabh
200.
Pant. Like, that will be the most interesting batting lineup to watch,
And
because
Shaw and Kishan are like, the openers are like two completely uninhibited players.
अगर
Like that
either
would be
will be
fun to
zero,
see. Obviously
they will either be
unrealistic, but
10 for
would be
2 or 70 for 0 after first
70 for 0 in 5 overs.
70 for 0 or 20 for 3.
but one thing I like
I
about
mean,
Delhi
that
is
has been the case for Delhi a lot of times even.
True, exactly.
I think like 2016 में एक time था कि दिल्ली ने एक मैच में 200 चेज किए थे against गुजरात in like 17 overs. अगले मैच में they were 60 all out. अगले मैच में they made 190. उसके बाद
2
they
साल
were
पहले
100
फाइनल
all
भी तो
out.
मुंबई के अगेंस्ट जो फाइनल चोक किया था एकदम से 3
So
विकेट ले
Delhi
गए
have
थे बाद
always
में.
been
but
पहले से
one thing I
boom, but
like about Delhi is they always, instead of going for big foreign players, they always tend to invest on good Indian young players, and that is due to the JSW Pant Jindal as well, who wants Indian players to do well as well.
And Delhi have been very good in the trade central, like Dhawan, Rahane. I mean, not great, but like usko trade se liya, Dhawan ko trade se liya, Ashwin ko trade se liya.
So
Delhi have made
their
good
management is
Indian-
obviously good because they have that infrastructure already built up with all the sporting events that JSW invest in, be it football, be it kabaddi, be it cricket. They have that good team to work on those. So I think, looking at the teams who looks most sorted going into the auction are Delhi, Chennai, and Mumbai, because I think those three would be very, very happy
And
going
these
into the
three are
auction.
have been the most consistent teams over the last mega auction cycle. And वही दिखता है
their
कि
planning
that
has been pretty
been the-
good. So and they have shown the results as well. So let's see what Delhi does going into the auction. Pretty exciting stuff for Delhi as well, because they might want to get few of their star players back. Shimron Atmayer as well. People not speak about him, but he's someone who has been with the franchise since long, and
I think वही overseas finisher definitely Delhi target करेगी because of
so
like
they
top
might look
Indian
at
है,
Shimron Atmayer back as well, because
Yeah, they
he has
should.
played he has played with the setup, and someone, you is not reliable, but he is pretty good when on his day. So
Another like if Delhi go for an overseas batsman, overseas opener, somebody I would also like to see, maybe like from may not be very realistic again, but Johnny Bairstow again would be like very fun to watch. Shaw and Bairstow just by 10 for 2, 70 for 0. Wala sahab would be
Westo
very
could go
fun
to a
to see.
team who need a keeper, like RCB need a keeper, if I'm not wrong, like who knows.
who knows?
And actually best RCB type player भी है Bairstow.
Yeah.
Mumbai भी आ सकता है, देखते हैं.
सब
But
मुंबई है.
but that is fine. So let's see what Delhi actually does. They will do good. So that was pretty much it from our end. So that was the end of part 5 of episode number 56, and this was the last part of the episode. We will be recording another episode with the remaining 5 teams. We will be discussing Mumbai Indians, Punjab Kings, Ahmedabad, and Sunriser, and one more team.
Rajasthan
Royals,
Rajasthan
who are
Royals.
clearly the most forgettable IPL team.
Correct. So in the episode number 57, you will be getting insights about those teams, about how they'll shape up before the mega auction. Till that time, do watch episode number 56. Do watch all the parts, and also do let us know your thoughts and your comments on which player might be the most expensive player in the mega auction.
And if like any coaches, like if Ricky Ponting watched this episode, if you liked our recommendations, you can like contact me on Instagram. I'm free for jobs as an analyst or a consultant.
So
Mr. Ponting sir, if you're watching this, let me know if you like recommendations.
But that is all fine. Let's hope that we have a lot of exciting stuff on the auction day. Lots of twists, lots of drama. Looking forward to it. And also the next series, which is going to start, is India versus West Indies at home. So let's look at
Let's
that
hope
series.
Virat Kohli doesn't get the 71st.
Yeah, let's hope that.
I mean,
well,
technically, अगर if he gets it, हम like ये जो 10 episode है उनको
Oh,
57,
expand कर दो.
56 to 65 गिन लेंगे कि we get
चलेगा
closer.
चलेगा वो सब. But that was pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and do stay tuned for the next part of this series. So yeah, see you guys. Goodbye and take care.